We've got some great news on Caspa today, more than one actually. This is definitely a video you guys don't want to miss, but remember, nothing here is financial advice. I can always be wrong, so make sure you guys do your own research. Now, before I continue, if you're looking for a great crypto exchange, make sure you check out my link to BTCC. You get 10% bonus on first-time deposits, extra bonuses up to $10,000, no VPN, no KYC. If you're someone that trades using leverage, you get to use up to 500x leverage. The link will be in my description down below for anyone that is interested. Now, getting into the video here, let's kick things off by taking a look at how the market is performing, and it's not a very good day. And it's also not a very good day on Kaspa. I'm going to pull up the charts and get into all of that stuff a little bit later on. If we check out the Fear and Greed Index, we're at 71 greed. So we're still in greed, but we came down from yesterday, which is still fine. I mean, the market, as far as I'm concerned, is still moving in the right direction. But right now we're seeing a little bit of a correction on some of these altcoins. Now, if we check out the altcoin season index, we're just at 22 out of 100. About a week and a half ago, I believe this thing was sitting over 30, and now we're pulling back. So again, the altcoin season index is not going in the direction that we want it to go to. So the question is, are we even going to have a altcoin season? Now, in one of my recent videos, maybe like a week ago or something like that, I kind of talked about how we shouldn't be looking towards a altcoin season right now. We just need to be focused on the right coins, the right projects, right narratives, right catalysts, all that sorts of stuff, right? Because there's just way too many coins in the market, and we probably won't see the entire space just explode like we're used to. Unless you're new to the market, then you don't exactly know what I'm talking about. But just way too many coins. Meme coins have dominated the space, and yeah, just focus on coins that you think can make you the most amount of returns over the next couple of years. And I still believe that Kaspa is one of them. Okay, now let's get into some fun stuff. So I came across this post, this article here. It says, Casper News confirms surge in long-term holding behavior. So Casper News signals a major shift from the usual hype-driven trading. New data shows that more CAS holders choose to hold long-term, not flip for quick gains. According to Casper News updates from Casper Daily, a record amount of CAS hasn't moved in over 3, 6, and even 24 months. Since late 2023, inactive supply has grown from below 55% to nearly 70% by May 2025. Even as the price wobbles, especially during the early 2024 dips, holders didn't flinch. This growing dormant supply suggests rising confidence in the project's future. The blue line in the chart tracks long-term holding while the price keeps swinging. Bottom line, Casper News highlights a rare calm in chaotic market. 1000%. People are holding this thing for the long term. That's what we're seeing with Casper right now. So all the people that want to like swing trade and all that type of stuff, they can swing trade in other coins in the space. Right now, Casper, even though the price is kind of just trading sideways, not really doing much, Casper holders know what they hold. And we all know that this is a long-term hold. So yes, we can swing trade other projects and make our money elsewhere and just hold this confidently in our portfolios because it's just a long-term play. Now, let's get into another piece of news that I came across, and that is a Casplex news. Okay, so this says a post that they posted just 8 hours ago. Casplex will officially launch its L2 public testnet CAS this month. This is a huge milestone ahead of imminent mainnet. This release introduces full EVM compatibility, a working faucet, and a growing set of developer tools, enabling builders to deploy smart contracts and test DeFi protocols in a live environment. The testnet is now just a preview. It's a critical phase for stress testing the network under real conditions. We invite builders, infrastructure developers, and early adopters to actively engage, experiment, and help us push the limits of performance and reliability. As expected with any testnet, small bugs or brief downtime may occur during ongoing upgrades and fixes. Okay. And mainnet is approaching rapidly. Finally, this couldn't have been achieved without the 24/7 work done by our dedicated team. So massive news right there. Kaspa is just getting started. And this is why I try to tell everyone that doubts it or just gets extremely frustrated with the price. We are building. That's ultimately what it comes to. Like, we are building. So with a new project, there's going to be times where people's going to be spreading FUD, and people's going to spread FUD about every coin. You can literally think about any coin in the crypto space, including Bitcoin. People were spreading FUD about Bitcoin, and look at the price of Bitcoin, over like $100,000, right? So don't listen to anyone that spreads FUD as long as you've done your research, because most people that spread FUD, they actually didn't conduct the research. They're just talking. It's all just noise. They didn't look into Kaspa. They just heard the name Kaspa and say, nope, this is no good. I'm going to just talk trash about it. That's what people like to do. If they're not invested in something, they want to talk trash about it because they want you to leave that investment and go invest in their investments so that their bags can continue, their money can continue to grow while you're there buying at the all-time highs. You know, like the prices we're seeing on Caspa is not at the all-time highs. And if you've been in space long enough, you learn to just ignore all the noise. And that's what I've been doing. Anytime someone says something bad about Caspa or whatever, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I hear this time and time again. A couple years ago, people were saying XRP is trash, and now they're all FOMOing into XRP. So ignore the noise. As long as you know what you're holding, you're going to be fine in the crypto space. But let's take a look at the price action here on Kaspa and see how things are performing today. And today is not a very good day. Just like the market, Kaspa is down. It's down 4%. We're back at 10 cents, unfortunately. We need a bounce in the market, because if the market doesn't bounce, then we're going to break this 10 cents, and then it's just not going to look all the greatest. The current market cap is 2.66 billion. The volume is pretty flat on the day. And obviously, we still don't have Binance or Coinbase. But at this point, I don't think we need to be paying that much attention or hopes or have our hopes up for the Binance listing, because when the listing comes, it comes. We need to just focus on what the project is doing, because ultimately that's just what keeps your conviction up. All right. Now let's take a look at the charts and see how it looks here. So on this indicator, you can find this down below. It's called Trade Assist. Lets you know when's a good time to buy and sell crypto, and when there's a bullish and bearish momentum happening. And we can see that it's showing that we're still in this bullish momentum that was fired on May 2nd. And it did go on a pretty nice rally, but it's pulled back. Matter of fact, Kaspa's actually fallen below this trend line that I drew in. But a buy zone was just fired today as I'm recording this video here. But the charts isn't looking the strongest. Some investors right now is probably wondering if we're going to retest that 5-cent area. And if I'm keeping it real, I don't think we're going to see 5 cents again, at least not anytime soon, in my personal opinion. There's a lot of supports along the way from where the price is at right now. So I don't think 5 cents is going to come anytime soon, but you never know at the end of the day, right? Don't hold me to it, because I know some people like to hold me to certain words. Don't hold me to it. Anything can happen. You know, Trump says something, market come crashing down, Bitcoin falls below 100K, falls below 80K. The Kaspa falls down to 5 cents. But if Kaspa does fall to 5 cents, it's just a great, excellent buy opportunity. We've seen it a couple times on the charts already. People are looking to accumulate a lot of Kaspa around that 5-cent area, because those are just life-changing return areas as far as I'm concerned. But anyways, I suggest just sticking to your trading strategy, whatever that is. If you're someone that buys Kaspa weekly, you can stick to it. If you're someone that only buys off of support levels, you can stick to it. Whatever your trading strategy is for Kaspa and other coins in the crypto space, I think that the best way to make maximum profits is to always just stick to your trading strategy. Always have a plan and always execute it, and I think you're going to be fine in this space. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a few of the links that I have down below. And until next time, take care.